Okay, so welcome everyone. Good morning. Detectives from Special Crimes Investigations section of the Public Protection Branch arrested a man following the alleged sexual assault of a woman at Seaford Meadows last weekend. Police will allege the 47-year-old man broke into the Seaford Meadows home in the early hours of Saturday morning on the 16th of November and sexually assaulted the female occupant and stole property. Police investigations led to the arrest of the man at Seaford Meadows house this morning. We expect he will be charged with sexual offences and property-related offences later on this afternoon.
Can you tell us what sort of things led to his arrest? Was it tip-offs from the public? Or?
It's examination, so forensic evidence led to his arrest.
Is he known to the victim?
No, he's not.
How frightening a crime is this?
It's very frightening, obviously. It's when you're woken up in the middle of the night, early hours of the morning, by a stranger in your bedroom and in the process of assaulting you. It's very, very frightening, very frightening. I mean, even when you look at the last offence that we investigated at Munno Para, where there's a woman walking in a public place and then gets assaulted by having being hit with an object on the back of the head. She's in a public place just going for a walk in the morning. These sort of crimes are very, very concerning, which is why we treat them very seriously and why we put a lot of resources into this to try and get a result from these investigations very quickly.
How important was it for you to allay community fears here and land this arrest?
Very important. I think it's important not only for the victim herself, because she's got a lot of issues to go through, and the fear that she feels after such a crime, and knowing that that person is still out and about. But it's also for the general community, because when these crimes happen, I think particularly people who are close to the crime in the suburbs, say, of Seaford Meadows, you reassess your own public safety, you reassess your security of your own home, you start thinking about that yourself. And so that's why it causes fear amongst people as well, is because they look at their own vulnerabilities and reassess and start thinking about it could happen to them as well. So it creates a lot of fear, and it's important for us to, as soon as we get information, to act on it as quickly as possible.
We know that a lot of forensic testing and DNA matching can take several months.
Yes.
In order for this quick arrest, did you have to fast track that? Was Forensic Sciences asked to fast track this?
They're always, the forensic services people are always really good with us, and when anything like that comes on board, they're very quick usually to get results on that. So we did communicate with them, but I find that they always do a really good job and process evidence really quickly, particularly in cases like this where there's a high level of community concern.
Do you say that he was on your file?
Yeah.
Do you know this man?
South Australian police don't know this person, but he's recorded in another state.
So is it a familial link, or was he on a DNA database?
He was on the database, yes.
Can you
In
divulge
another
what was
state?
taken from
Yes.
the property?
Sorry?
Can you divulge what was taken in the incident?
Small items of property is how I'd describe it.
Which state was he on the database?
Western Australia.
Is he living here? Has he been living
He's
here?
living here, yes.
And how long has he been living here?
A number of years, I believe.
Do you still need people to come forward to anyone who saw anything suspicious?
Yes. Because of the nature of the crime and the way that it's happened, we're looking at not only the type of crime, but also there may be other offences committed in that area. The fact this person is walking around at 2 o'clock in the morning might suggest that this is not the first time that he's been doing this. So we're looking at other options and other crimes. So people may have information, but we'll probably release something a little bit later appealing for assistance.
Are you able to say if he's